I've got 6 brand new fragrances to share with you in this first impressions video of March 2023. All brand new releases, all could be potential very good 2023 releases. So brace yourself. So you guys were thinking about checking these out. This is a great video to get your feet wet or your nose wet, so to speak. And my thoughts on these fragrances, if I think it's redundant, if they remind me of something else, I'm gonna give it to you straight, letting you know exactly what I think about these fragrances. These are gonna be all designers, and some of these are actually getting some buzz out there. So stick around, let's get into the video. Welcome back to another video. Max Forte here. If you love to make a great first impression, you came to the right place because smelling good is a great way to do that. So we're going to talk about 6 brand new fragrances, 1 from Paco Rabanne, 2 from 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏, 1 from Armani, 1 from Bvlgari, and 1 from Carolina Herrera. Kicking the list with Carolina Herrera's Bad Boy. This is the extreme version, 𝗏𝗏𝗏 extreme, 100 ml. So this fragrance got a little bit of limelight out there. People did talk about it. The bottle is going to be black with gold, from gradient darker to lighter with the gold color there. Very good sprayer, by the way. And this fragrance actually is getting quite a bit of limelight out there. This is going to be a woody, spicy with a gourmand undertone. I do enjoy this one a lot. I think they did a good job. In fact, from a first impression standpoint, I'm gonna say this is my favorite of the Bad Boy collection, which I wasn't a big fan. I think they were very lackluster in performance. They did have that cocoa patchouli vibe, which was actually very pleasant, very nice, but they lacked in performance. This one here, I don't think it's gonna lack in performance because the spray, very powerful stuff here from the get-go. And it's reminding me of one favorite fragrance that I've had, over the years. I think it was released in 2003 or 2006. The year failed my memory here now, but I'm gonna pop it on the screen. Very similar vibe with the Givenchy's Very Resistible for Man, which was long discontinued, hard to find now, fetching a pretty penny. This one has that cocoa, coffee, sesame seed, nutty kind of a vibe. Really good stuff right here. In fact, this is getting better and better on the blotter here. I don't know on skin, but this is really good, really deep fragrance. Some of the main notes here, as I saw, it's going to be patchouli, plum, cocoa, vetiver, and incense. This is a nice one, guys. From a first impression, this is going to get 8 out of 10. Really good designer here, guys. Check out Carolina Herrera Extreme if you haven't. This is actually a good one. Let's talk about the new Armani code. This is going to be the Eau de Toilette release. Last year we had the Eau de Parfum release. Perhaps it's getting a little redundant here. Let's see what I'm gonna get from the smell. But yeah, this is an Eau de Toilette 2023 release. Some people are talking about it, but not much limelight on this one. I think the Carolina Herrera CH Bad Boy Extreme is getting more talks. Sprays are really good on Armani, one of the best in the game. The cap here is not going to be magnetic as the Eau de Parfum, which is like a step down. The smell itself is a very subdued, lighter version of the Eau de Parfum, as you would expect. I think it's gonna project nice, but then it's gonna sit real close to the skin. I like it, but it's gonna be very, very similar to the original, code from 2004 and very similar to the Eau de Parfum, just a lighter version of that fragrance. This was a little bit redundant if you ask me, if you already own that one, but if you wanted something a little lighter, perhaps for the office or, more versatile as it were, this is gonna fit the bill. From a first impression, the smell is very good, but from a redundant standpoint, I'm gonna give this one a 7 out of 10. Armani code, Eau de Toilette, what's next? Come on. A little bit redundant here. It smells good, don't get me wrong. It's gonna be that beautiful smell that we've become accustomed with the tonka, the powdery notes, a little bit of a vanilla touch, the lavender, the cedar. This is an iconic smell for sure, but when it comes to the scent profile, it is a little bit rather redundant. Next up, this one here could be a potential fragrance for spring and summer, top lists. This is gonna be Bvlgari Men Rain Essence from the Men collection, which is, at this point, you could say it's Bvlgari's main staple collection that they're really focusing their energy on. Bvlgari Rain Essence is the name. Sprays are great. Now, Rain Essence is gonna be very aromatic kind of a scent. I do get a little bit of a lavender here. Very vetiver base. Earthy, a little bit aquatic, but not much. Not a screamer of a fragrance. I think this one is gonna, remain closer to your immediate surroundings, but I think it's gonna be a great one for day wear, casual wear. If you just want something clean, crisp, as the name would imply, rain. It's gonna be, very inspiring, very sparkly, but not a screamer of a fragrance. I think something mostly for day wear, office wear, casual settings. Not so much to dress up, but rather, casual, fine casual would work. I do get quite a bit of vetiver here. This has a very cozy note of green tea, which I love. but it's starting to, the vetiver is starting to come through here, and it's starting to give me, you know, a little bit of a vibe from like Mugler Cologne or Creed's original vetiver. So if you do enjoy that clean, musky, soapy almost vetiver, you're gonna really enjoy this. There is some floral aspects of this, white musks. It is nice, it is quite nice. I just don't think it's gonna be great in performance, but from a smell, you know, the actual aroma standpoint, I'm giving this one a 7.5 out of 10. It's got potential, I think on skin, it could even, you know, creep up to an 8 or 8.5. Good stuff here, Rain Essence. I've got two from Hugo Boss, and I'm gonna start with Boss Bottled Pacific, which is one that really, literally just got released and people start talking about it. This is the box right here, silver appointments with the blue, limited edition, by the way. I think before this one, like last year or something, they had the Marine edition. This is the Pacific edition. You know, they just keep going. What's gonna be next? The Aquatic edition, the Seaweed edition. It gets crazy. But this one here, we're talking lemon essence, salted accord, coconut, cypress, sandalwood, and cashmere wood. So the notes, what pops for me here is going to be the coconut. I'm hoping the coconut will be rather present. The bottle, this is the big boy, the 200 ml. Again, blue bottle with the pewter kind of appointments, which is like the silver and gold. Okay, opens up, very refreshing. I like this one. This one here, guys, the introduction is actually very nice. Love that coconut water kind of a vibe here with the citrus notes. I think it's like mandarin and bergamot. This has potential for being a good performer for the warm season, which you could probably see this popping in like springless and especially summerless. I think this is a great summer kind of a scent. Loving the coconut vibe here, the citrus notes. Not getting much of the sandalwood yet, but definitely very sparkly, very fizzy, very inspiring, kind of bright. Bright is the right word. Very bright, very invigorating. This is one of those scents that if you want something to really, you know, pick you up in the morning before you leave the house, great for work setting, casual setting. If you you know, going to meet someone. It's gonna be a jack of all trades, very versatile, but I think it's gonna shine spring and summer, not so much for the warm weather. And I think it's released just for that, limited edition for the hot seasons of the year, and I think it fits the bill perfectly. So I'm gonna give this one an 8 out of 10. A lot of potential here in Hugo Boss Pacific. You guys should check this out if you like this genre of citrus aromatic with the aquatic kind of tinges. Good stuff. And we're gonna stay here on Hugo Boss. Now this one here is getting a ton of limelight as one of the best releases of the year, as people are talking out there. This is called the Hugo Boss The Scent Magnetic. A lot of potential in this one here. I'm very excited. Love the box. It's got this black with gold appointments, which I think is a great combo, black and gold. When you look at the bottle itself, the black is prominent, but the gold is a little bit, you know, matte gold, matte finish kind of a gold. And these bottles are the same as always. If you've seen one, you've seen them all. They all have the same motif, the same structure. Sprays are really good. And again, Hugo Boss, The Scent Magnetic. Wow. This, right now, from everything I tried so far, the most powerful of the bunch. Even taking a step back to the Carolina Herrera 𝗕𝗘𝗏 Extreme here, which is quite strong, but this one here just takes a couple notches up. Really, really powerful stuff off the bat here. It's got this really intriguing facet. I don't know if it's Divana and sandalwood and patchouli, but very powerful, not gourmand, but I'd say this is an amber, or as they used to call them, an oriental spicy kind of a fragrance with some gourmand tendency. There is like a honey, wild honey, spicy honey kind of a facet that I'm getting here, which is really intriguing, and I'm really getting the urge to wear this. Good stuff, really good opening here. So the pyramid here that they gave me, the website, is only talking about 3 notes. Maninka fruit, which I've never tried, but I do get a very fruity, almost gourmandy vibe here, along with bran, which gives you almost like a hay-like, blonde tobacco feel to the scent, and black vanilla husk, which again, it's going to be the darker and the deepest, the most powerful fragrance that I've tried today. So I am liking this. This is really unique, different in all the other scents. A lot of potential here, magnetic in a scent that's gonna pull people in. And I think this is definitely gonna be a great release for this year. Something that I can possibly, well, most likely at this point, after I wear it, it's gonna clinch it yes or no. But right now, it's got potential of making my top fall of 2023. And I'm gonna give this one an 8.5 out of 10. It smells really good, really different than anything I've tried out there in the designer world. This is what I'm talking about. So kudos to Hugo Boss for putting out a really nice scent that I definitely suggest you guys check out if you like the woody, spicy, ambery, oriental, almost gourmand, unique kind of scents. This is gonna be great. And last but not least, we're going to talk about one that did make a lot of lists this year already. I see a lot of people talking about it, and this is one that always gets hyped up. This is going to be 1 Million Royal. Here's the box, and the bottle always tacky with the gold bullion, and it's got the even tackier this year with the Ruby 1 right there. And I'm very, very curious about this one because I am a big fan of the original 1 Million, which was the fragrance I was wearing when I met my wife. So I do like Privé. There are some fragrances within this line that I do favor. Okay, this one here, really hardly anything to do with the original 1 Million. I think a lot of the 1 Million flankers that I've tried over the years always had that little profile, at least in the background. This one here, going into a totally different direction. This is a complete different take on 1 Million or the 1 Million lineup of fragrance. This could have been a whole new fragrance, could have been called something else altogether from Paco Rabanne. It could be called Paco Rabanne Men, you know, something completely different from the line because, again, really hardly anything to do with the original or any 1 Million flankers for that matter. This is going to be a lighter fragrance in the sense that it's not going to be a very ambery or spicy type of a scent. There is some spiciness, some woods here, and I see this is a common thing happening with brands these days. They are trying to combine modern components with more classy or traditional elements like clary sage and lavender, and they're both present here. I also get a really nice vetiver note. I like it. I think it's actually quite good. I like to see 1 Million going into this direction. I didn't expect this scent with this kind of a bottle. I thought this was going to be like a gourmand kind of a fragrance or a bomb of a scent with like a red kind of undertone, almost like a 1 Million meets Baccarat Rouge 540 because of the red here. Nothing like that. This really blew my mind. This is a completely different scent. Great for like casual wear, office where you can dress this up if you want. It is a very classy and elegant vibe to this fragrance. In fact, I am going to put this on today. This, again, will not give you the vibe of the 1 Million that you're used to. This is going to go into a completely different direction. I'm gonna give this one 8 out of 10. A lot of potential in this one here as well. I think overall this was a good haul, guys. I'm really impressed with some of these fragrances. Looking forward to trying them. Bvlgari Rain, very nice. You know, the two 𝗥𝗏𝗏s, great stuff, and the 1 Million, definitely the highlight here, along with the scent Magnetic. Really, really nice. This one has a little bit of a sweetness undertone here, the 1 Million Royal, but it's a very classy sweetness that I'm getting here. Very, very smooth, if you will. Nothing here is too sharp or hard to wear. You could dress this up or dress this down. Really good stuff. Right now, actually 8.5 out of 10, guys. One of the best of the bunch here. Let me know in the comments which one of these 5 fragrances, or 6 rather, sounds most interesting to you. Which one have you tried? Maybe you've tried one of these and you want to share your thoughts with me. Which one is your favorite from the bunch here? Maybe some of these, I don't know if I have a review yet on the channel because I don't know the time that this is going to be out to you. But if you want to see a full review on any of these, let me know which one. If you guys want to try any of the 6 fragrances I shared here today, or for that matter, any fragrance that I talk about here on the channel, you can head over to perfume.com, use my code. I'm going to have it all listed below to keep your life, you know, simpler when it comes to savings and trying fragrances before you buy them. Get a decant, live with it, make sure you love it before you get a bottle. Check out perfume.com. Tons of savings to look at the description of the video and pinned to the comment section. And also, when you're ready to commit to a full bottle, any one of these brand new releases should be heading over to FragranceBuy.ca very soon. So if you want to try new fragrances, whether niche, indie, or designer, FragranceBuy.ca is a one-stop all for fragrance needs. If you guys are looking to, you know, increase your wardrobe, if you're looking for that new fragrance or something exciting, check out FragranceBuy.ca. Check out the rare gem section for discontinued and hard to find gems, and also check out the new releases for the best, such as these fragrances that I shared with you here today. As always, guys, thank you so much for your support. If you do enjoy the channel, leave a like, subscribe for more. I'm your guy, keep you informed on all things fragrances. Stay tuned for a lot more. I will see you right back here very soon. Cheers.